So I get Hershey.
Lucky you. But yeah, we live. We back out here, me and the brother. You know, it's a quick little lesson. Saturday, we got to go to work. But before we get started, we want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Kakodash.
Kakodash. All right, double honors unto our apostles and elders, a great millstone. All right, we out here again, prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great. You know what, bro? Let's here get Revelation 5 and 10. Or start at 8. All right, because one of the biggest things that's going to occur I was meditating, is that we're about to truly enter into our kingship, leadership, you know, and a lot of things are going to change. You know, us being down and destitute and beat up through, that's coming to an end, because the Lord is setting up his men to be kings and priests. And there's a level of a royalty that comes with it, a level of regalness that comes with it, because you're in the position of leadership. Okay, you go ahead with that.
Yeah, this is Revelation 5 and 8. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and gold vessels full of odors, and which are the prayers of saints.
Yep.
And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof.
Yep.
For thou wasn't slain and hasn't redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue.
Yeah, the elect, it has the blood of Yahweh Shai on them, the name of Yahweh Shai on them. You know, and this is all for us to be beaten down, but the Lord's going to build us up. You know, that whole keeping us down, like, hey, it's a season for us to be low, but we're not going to be low forever, because think about it. I always say this statement, right? When I'm dealing with business, your boss money can't be fucked up. The man who paying you money can't be messed up. See, it's messed up out here. And I'm just seeing like leadership. When you think about somebody that you listen to, you follow. Matter of fact, get that in the Apocrypha. Make not thyself a fool make not thyself an underling to a fool. Let's get that. Because at the end of the day, the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, or even the great multitude in Revelation, the 7th chapter, they're looking for leaders to follow. All right, you got that?
Yep. This is Sirach 4 and 27. Make not thyself an underling to a foolish man, neither accept the person of the mighty.
Yeah, read that again.
Sirach 4 and 27. Make not thyself an underling to a foolish man.
An underling is basically a mentee to a mentor. You're following a foolish person. And that's what a lot of people in this world are victims of. But as the Lord presents his elect, you know, present them to the world, that flow of energy going, that cup runneth over spirit, that King David spirit, it's going to put people in the spirit to follow. The Lord is priming us to be leaders, and that comes with looking the part. That comes with talking the part. That comes with every bit of part. Think about it in your mind, brother. When you think about what is it, when you think of somebody that you're following, there is a carnal aspect to following. We could play the pan, but see, that's the difference between the elect and basically the prophets. We are the ones that have that spirituality, the lens to see past the outward appearance. Yeah. That's not everybody else.
No,
that's not everybody else. Okay, so you're dealing with these people. That's why the Lord is going to put a shine on you. He's going to give you resources, a level of wealth. Because why? That's what it takes for people. That's what people are looking for to follow. Yeah. Everybody is not spiritual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more to that?
That was it.
And we can go back to that Revelation. I think it says a nation of kings and priests.
Yeah. Revelation 5, and I'll read 9 again. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof.
Who is this that's worthy? Yahweh Shai. And it tells us in Romans, the 8th chapter, that we are joint heirs unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So he's the King of Kings, and which means he's a king of us. He's our king, which he's creating a body of kings to rule underneath him, as it's going to go into. Keep going.
Yeah, and to open the seals thereof, for thou wasn't slain, and has redeemed us to our power by the blood out of every kindred.
Yeah, see, the elect is redeemed. See, this is not our proper space, like we were talking last night. This hamster wheel of working always, that's not what we were created to do. This is a punishment. And then beyond it being just a punishment, it's actually the training grounds to give us the ability to lead these people that are without wisdom. That's what it's all about. So as the Lord keeps pushing us down the path towards kingship, towards priestship, towards godhood, that's what's going to make people follow us, man. The spirituality, that's what we judge each other on.
Right.
That's how we look at each other, the spiritual men. The great multitude that's coming in Revelation, the 7th chapter, the last part, they're not going to be that is spiritual. They haven't, see? You see, it's a mess out here.
Yes.
And Willie, you can't see what's happening behind us on this busy street. His cars turning on the wrong way. This homeless lady right behind you just crossed with hella cars coming. Because why? This world is out of whack. This world needs us to be its leaders.
Yes.
It hates the fact that we are capable, but that's why it doesn't matter. We were chosen by the Lord to be the management, man. Okay, you keep going.
Yep. It says, thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
Read that again, man.
Con.
Revelation, this is book of Revelation. So this is a prophecy to come to pass. And that's the men that you didn't account for, that the Lord is bringing suffrages on them, low points, to build them up to what? To be able to be these kings and priests that the Lord is making them to be. Those are very high level positions. Great positions of leadership. So that's where the Lord is taking us. Every bit of what we're going through, the tired nights, the long days, feel like you don't got the strength, feel like everybody is overstimulating you, everybody's talking to you, everybody needs your advice, everybody needs your input on everything. That's because the Lord is priming you to be able to lead. The same thing with Moses. That's why his father-in-law, he told him to do what? Hey, you got to set up men underneath you. He was giving him the blueprint to do what? Lead. And the Lord is over time and time. That's what he's done to us. So read that again.
Come on. Revelation 5:10, and it has made us unto our power kings and priests.
Kings and priests. Go ahead.
And we shall reign on the earth.
And reign on the earth. Hey, and we're in the reign.
Yep.
All right, I understand that word there is reign, like it as a king.
Right.
Because that's what kings do. They reign. Look up the word reign. R-E-I-G, is it G-N?
You want me to do the blue letter, or
you can do the blue letter. Yeah, do the blue letter right there, actually. Right. Yeah. Because see, we weren't created to be 9-to-5ers, working for dollars per hour rates. We're kings. We're just in a punishment position. But every day that we pass is a day that we get closer to our coronation, to us being presented, to us being fully in the spirit of what the Lord is going to drop on us and being kings and priests. You got that, bro?
Yep. It's Greek word G936, belioyo. It says to be king, to exercise kingly power, to reign, of the governor or providence, of the rule of the Messiah, of the reign of Christians in the millennium.
And Christian is the anointed. Who's the anointed? The elect. So the elect are going to reign. 144,000 are going to reign on thrones with Yahweh Shai. Any more?
Yep. This is good. To exercise the highest influence to control. Yep.
Come on, man. The highest influence.
Uh-huh.
See, that's what the Lord is doing for us. We are going to be the beginning of the influence of we are the beginning of the influence of the kingdom of heaven on the planet Earth.
Mm-hmm.
See, our fashion is not passing away, as it says in 1 Corinthians 7. Our fashion is not passing away. The world's fashion is passing away.
Yep.
This bullshit-ass societal approach to leadership.
Yep.
I always say this to my rib about this. Leaders are really born. It's just, we were born to be leaders. It's just the Lord put us in situations to build us up and train us to be better in the seat. But a lot of you people in this world, you got this idea that you could just pay a couple $100, go to the Sheraton, right? Go to some leadership convention. You know, some loudmouth guy gonna talk in front of you. Some wallow is gonna come to your convention, and now he gonna give you a 10-step plan, and now you a fucking leader. That's not how it works. The elect were born to be the leaders of the world.
Yep.
And we pray that what we're doing and suffering and going through allows us to be fit to be in the eyes of the Lord, to be part of that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what it's all about, reign, influence.
Yep.
That's what really having the reign means. When you, hey, listen, let's just take something carnal like a rapper. Let's just say, who's a rapper at the top at one point? Like Jay-Z. When Jay-Z was reign atop, when he was a top rapper, he had the influence where he was making niggas, hey man, take them jerseys off. Put button-ups on. Had everybody wearing button-ups. When Pooh Shiesty was a top guy, he had everybody wearing Pooh Shiesty masks. That's really a low level of influence. But what do you think we're gonna do? Mm-hmm. We're gonna influence people to be righteous. Yeah. We're gonna influence people to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Yeah. We're gonna influence people to be healthy. That's why I go to Proverbs 29 and 4 real quick.
I have some.
Bring it up, whatever you got.
It's lengthy. I go to
bring
Proverbs.
Bring it up.
This Isaiah 2:2.
That's a good one. Yeah,
and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountains of the Lord Yahweh,
the government of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Go ahead.
Yep. House shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it.
Go ahead.
That's influence, to have all nations, not just our people, but all of the 18 nations flow into us, because we have the reign. All right, we have the highest level of influence.
That's right.
It went into, you know. Verse 3, it says, and many people shall go and say, come ye, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High.
Yeah, Bathsheba, or Queen of Sheba, when she went to King Solomon, that was a appetizer, a quick glimpse into what the kingdom of heaven is going to be. Yep. All these nations are going to come and seek our way. They're going to want to know how we do things. They're not going to be, it ain't all of this being influenced by these heathen nations. This shit is going away. They're not leaders.
No.
The world in the state that it's in, it shows that they're not leaders.
Right.
And I don't give a fuck. Y'all can push the blame around all you want. You East Indians, you Elamites, you're not fit to lead.
No.
You so-called white people, you Edomites, you're not fit to lead. You Hamites, you so-called Africans, you're not fit to lead. You Hawaiians, you Japhites, you're not fit to lead. The only nation that was set up to be fit to lead and rule over this earth is the Israelites. You got something else?
Yeah, it was a little more.
Yeah, keep going. And we're going to go to, while it's on my mind, we're going to go to Genesis 1, had the dominion. Yeah. Let's hold that, keep that in your mind for me.
Genesis 1, come on.
Yeah, but keep going with what you were going on.
All right. Continuing on, Isaiah 2 and 3, and many people shall say, and many people shall go and say, come ye, let us go up to the mountain of the Most High, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us.
Esau got to force these people to get down with his program.
Exactly.
Esau got to go from nation to nation, and he got to come with the sword. Yeah. He got to come with animals and disease to be able to influence these people. What we're reading here, the garage right there, you got to go back around the block. Go back around the block. Hey, the turn is right there. Yeah, see? He just felt like we knew the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, 144 at a time. Because it's all, see, for the longest, this energy used to it's tiresome. Like when everybody is, you know, when you're on a job, everybody leans on you, your family, everybody. It's crazy, man.
What the fuck is going on out here?
The Lord showing us really that this world is losing its wits because the leadership is losing its wits. Esau is losing his mind. These people are bugging out. I wish y'all could see this nigga, yo, man.
I said, fuck going around the block. Yeah, I'm a back.
In the 20 minutes that the 15 minutes we've been out here, it's been a full-fledged circus out here. There's a circus show out here. Because why? This system is breaking down. Because Israel is not in rule. Not them fake ones, the real ones. Us. Mm-hmm. All right? Everybody want to be led by us. These women want to be led by us. Of the other nation. You other nations. All right? And we're going to. Thus saith the Lord. You go ahead.
It says, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law.
Yeah, we're gonna have to teach you nations even how to walk properly. A lot of you don't know how to walk right. I know it's literally walking our ways metaphorically, but
right.
Man, we're gonna have to raise you up. We're gonna have to put these nations on a level. Esau on the flip side has done an amazing job of keeping you nations stupid and in a base state because he wants to feel like he's the king. That's how big of a piece of shit he is as a king and a leader, is that he's got to make everybody around him lowly to make him feel highly. Yeah. We are going to be so high that we're going to max y'all out because your max is nowhere near our bottom. That's the difference. That's the difference between us and y'all. We're gods. I know that sounds crazy, but Israelites are gods. The rest of you nations, you're humans. You're mortal. We're entering into our immortal state. There's nothing higher than that. Yeah. So we can afford to max you out to your max, and what, you're gonna die after 80, 90, 100 years or whatever the case may be? We're gonna be here. You're gonna go do another cycle in the spiritual realm, and we still gonna be here ruling? We not worried about y'all? Keep going.
Yeah, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Most High from Jerusalem.
And see, the law is what makes us a peculiar, special people. When you go into the law, all right, you go to Proverbs 29 and then go to Genesis 1. Okay. But the law, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt, not commit adultery. All of these laws are going to be beaten into you nations until you really learn and realize, oh my God, this is actually good for me. Oh man, I actually like keeping the laws. This is a great people. Please teach us more. Yeah. That's literally, can you please teach us and our children? It ain't gonna be much I'm not wanting it. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't gonna buck up. Esau gonna buck up, and then Esau gonna get eradicated from planet Earth, and then everybody else gonna fall in place, man. Yeah. All right, keep going.
I got Proverbs 29 and 2.
Yep.
Proverbs 29 and 2, and when the righteous are in authority,
the elect under Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's rule and order and his calling. Go ahead.
Yep. The people rejoice.
As I was just saying, the people are going to rejoice. These heathens are going to rejoice when we're in rule. Because why? Our life is the way. What the Lord is doing for us, even in this captivity, is the way. And these people can see it. I've never had it's actually amazing how, I'm telling you, people want us to leave. The hate that you are receiving in your life is really people seeing that you were chosen to do something. But the world as a whole, that's really why they hate you, is because it's like, man, why the fuck was this nigga chosen to leave? They can see it. And it's only going to grow and increase and get brighter. And the Lord going to add things onto us. He's going to make us more precious. He's going to give us riches. He's going to give us these things. And you know what that's going to do? It's going to make these fucking people follow. Mm-hmm. That's what it's always been. Yep. We are the spiritual men. You think women are going, that's a spiritual man, I'm going with him. Mm-hmm. No! Women going to follow the elect men because why? Your face is glowing. You look healthy.
Yeah, your countenance.
Yeah, you're eating. You got water. You're rejoicing. That's why they gonna follow. Oh no, he's a spiritual man. I know he know the breakdown of Ezekiel the 30. Come on, man.
Yep, they're gonna see the level of discernment on us. You remember how it was when Second Kings, King Solomon.
Yep.
When he prayed for just discernment to lead the people. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And all the other things were added onto him. They're gonna be able to see, man.
They're gonna see it, and they're gonna through the spirit, they're gonna bow to it and they're gonna worship it because it's of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because the Lord is creating us to be vessels to be worshipped. All right, that's what we just read in Revelation 5.
Yeah.
You should be a nation of kings and priests. Okay, you keep going.
Yep, it says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, the people are mourning right now. We always speak on this. Go on the internet and see how these people are. I can't pay my bills. I can't feed myself. I can't feed my children. I don't feel like living no more. Man, in the kingdom of heaven, these heathens are going to love life. And they're going to love serving us. See, right now, as a matter of fact, when we go from there to Genesis, the first time we could go to, I forgot. They'll come back to me. You keep going.
Keep going there.
Does that it on that?
That was it.
Go to Genesis 1 and created man to have dominion.
Okay.
Brothers got to change their mentality. These people are suffering. These people are living a low. Hey, man, life is good, man. We got the will. We got the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. These prophecies are coming in the past. We got to understand it. Hey, brother, when the last time you missed a meal?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I ain't missed a meal. Hey, you got to look at the things like that to show how the Lord is with who he's with. These people out here suffering. My suffering is waiting for the kingdom of heaven. I can't find a job. How many you got jobs? We might hate the fact that we got jobs, but you rather have jobs or be like these motherfuckers in the earth that I've been looking for a job for 3 years.
Yep, you're right.
See, the Lord got us. All right, you got that going.
Yep. Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image.
And the first man that he created or he started with was the men of Israel. We are the prototype. You all come out of us. Remember that. And that's right. Go to Psalms 2 after this. Yeah, okay. Keep going.
Come. It says, and in the image of God created he him.
Isn't Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai worship? There's what is it, 42 angels in the heavens that literally all day, every day, all they do is literally worship the name of Yahweh. That's their whole duty. We are sons of the power. Yasha'Allah, we're princes of the power. We were literally created to be worshipped. This is why the world is out of whack. The people that are telling you that they should be worshipped and looked and revered are literally the fucking devil. Here it is, the Lord likens us onto the lions, right? The lions of Judah. But then the people that are ruling, people call them rats.
Yeah, right.
That lets you know there's a difference. And everybody's waking up to, wait a minute, these are the people that are ruling this place? These are a bunch of scums and scoundrels and losers. Them rats be in these other parts of the country. The whole city be on EBT and food stamps, but nobody talks about that.
Right.
Nobody, how the fuck you in your rulership, nigga? Ain't no Israelites in the kingdom of heaven gonna be on food stamps and SNAP, man.
Come on now.
You got rats in Jersey and parts of New York. They in their kingdom and they on EBT.
Yeah, they on government assistance.
Get the
Medicaid
and shit. Get cash assistance. That's how you know you're losing your fucking footing. What does the curses say, bro? The curses say that they shall lend unto you and you shall not be able to lend on. That's changing.
Yeah.
See, once the Lord puts us in that position that we're supposed to be in, we gonna lend on to y'all. Imagine that. That's a change of position.
Yeah.
We go from, hey man, I gotta get this payday loan. I gotta get this I gotta get a loan on my money for next week. We gonna go from that to loaning y'all out money. What's the word I'm looking for? Stimulating y'all's economies. All right. giving you a starter packet to begin your kingdom under our watch. All right, you keep going.
Yeah. It says, male and female created he them, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, this is talking to Israel, firstly, because the law, this whole Bible's talking to Israel. So who were the first people that were created in the eyes of the Lord? Israelites.
Yep.
Adam was an Israelite. He was a son of the power. But overall, that's how you know you other nations weren't given the dominion to have. Because look what you're doing to it. They had given it, these other nations given dominion over the over animals, and what are they doing? Animals are dying and beaching themselves. Birds falling out the air. Who's this all happening under? Somebody got to pay for this shit. Trees getting cut down by the numbers. All type of life just dying. Because what do you do with your dominion? You abuse it. Everything gonna rejoice when the right rulers are up. The animals, the trees. It's gonna be like Fernbank out here. And the trees gonna start dancing and praising. You know how low y'all gonna feel when you realize that the whole creation is happy that you out the fucking way? You gonna feel like shit in the kingdom, Esau.
Yeah. Quick precept,
Oh, yeah.
just to back you up. This is 2nd Esdras 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Yep.
Of him came we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Whom thou hast chosen, the elect. Israel is the elect. We don't got to get it, but Isaiah 45 tells you that Israel is mine elect. The nation of Israel as a whole is the elect. But within that, there's an elect of the elect, the 144,000. That is the ruling class. That is the kingship. That is the true. That is literally the king rulership over the nation of Israel. And they are here today. And even before we get to that side and we sitting on the thrones and the crown, the Lord gonna be building us up, getting us primed for that point, man. I see it, man, in my day-to-day. These people, they're ready to listen. I'm not talking about the 2/3 of Israel, wicked niggas that are stiff-necked. I'm talking about these nations. The way they look at us, they know that, yeah, it's something about him. I'm gonna listen to him. He can tell me what to do. And they give us the respect that we deserve. Because the Lord is, hey, who else he gonna give it to? Pookie and Ray Ray? Everybody tired of niggas. So they see us and they automatically read, nah, it's something different with him. There's something different with this brother. I'm gonna treat him a little differently. And it's only gonna increase and increase and increase. And to the point where it's like, you're not gonna be able to deny it. All right, you keep going.
Yeah. Back in Genesis 1 and 28, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it.
Now you know what the starting point of that is? Isaiah 4 and 1. Isaiah 4 and 1 is the starting place of Genesis right here, where being fruitful and multiply really comes back in the earth. Because what does it tell you in Isaiah 4 and 1? Well, not Isaiah 4 and 1. It tells us that a woman shall be saved in childbearing. So what makes a woman your wife? Let's just be honest here. You got to pop her, right? So your woman, when the Lord add these women unto you, the Lord ain't adding friends unto you. The Lord is not adding friends to you. Isaiah 4 and 1 is not you being friend zoned. All right? The woman gonna be around you. They gonna want to be popped by you. And hey, man, it is what it is. This is the beginning of the be fruitful and multiply. Because like I was saying earlier, brother, remember, when you're dealing with kings, how the king is the people. Scriptures tell us that in, matter of fact, let's get that actually. Let's go to Sirach. Was that Sirach 10? As the ruler, so as his people? Let's get that. Yes, sir. See? We're seeing as the ruler, so are the people in a wicked stance. We got wicked rulers, unhealthy, demonic, loser-ass leaders. So the world is in this weirdo, nose-breathing, weak, frail energy. All right? think it's like Sirach 10 maybe. I always get 10 or 12. Yep.
This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
That literally, that scripture brings everything that we've been talking out here about. Because you got to remember, as the king, so is the people. So if the king is healthy, the people are healthy. If the king is fruitful, the people are fruitful. If the king is unhealthy, the people going to be unhealthy. Because, matter of fact, hold that. I want to go back to that and read that. But go to Proverbs 21, where it speaks about the Lord dealing with the king. See, these are very spiritual things that are being played out in the flesh. When you look at, give me let's say a king, like, when you look at the Persian kings, right? How those Persian kings are, they are literally an embodiment and a representation of the people. Okay, Pharaoh was the embodiment of the Egyptians. That one man literally is an embodiment of the whole nation of people. Same thing with really us as a people. Really, you could say Yahushua is literally the embodiment in one person of the whole nation. That's why he's our king. Same thing with King David. King David was like, what did the Lord say? The apple of his eye. Because King David is literally a walking manifestation example of Israel. You get what I'm trying to say? So with us, the Lord raising us up on that level of kings, how you are is going to influence the people. So imagine you, that's why Esau and this bullshit ass family structure got to go. When people see that the elect men got multiple wives, living a certain way, eating a certain way, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to be influenced by it, look at it and say, I want to be like that. I want to be just like him. He's got, well, how's he doing this? He's healthy, he's strong, he's fit, he's smart. He's got women, he's got rich. That's what you follow. See, right now, the elect, we're spiritual. So we don't, hey man, we see a man through the spirit. That's not this world. That's how the world was never set up to be. Okay, what you got?
That Proverbs 21.
Yeah, let's read that, and then we go back to, where were we at again?
We was in Ecclesiasticus 10.
Yeah, and then we'll go back to that.
Okay. This Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Most High. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
So if the Lord said the king's heart is in his hands, you know, we say this with all humility, but technically speaking, if we stand the time and we make it to the end, that would mean that we are the kings.
Yeah.
We are part of that body of kings. Because why? The Lord's not dealing with, like the apostle said years ago, the Lord's not dealing with generals. He's not dealing with the generals of Israel. He's not dealing with the generals or the scribes. He's dealing with the prophets, which the prophets are the kings and the priests, as we read in Revelation, the 5th chapter. Read that again.
This is Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Most High. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Come on now. So that's the elect, the prophets, the priests, the kings, all those go all in one. That's a great man. That's a man to follow. What do you mean? The elect is a king. He's a warrior. He's a prophet. He's got women on women. He's a lover. He's got children. How do you not? Listen, man. I respect, like I say this as a man, but come on, there's nobody on the planet Earth that's moving like that. Show me a man that's spiritually A1.
Yeah.
He's taking. The Lord gonna give us new bodies. So technically speaking, your body is gonna be A1. Spiritual. Men are. You're a leader of men. You follower of other great men.
You're gonna be immortal.
That's the top.
Yeah.
It's not going, like, I don't give a fuck about what people say. You're not gonna have no choice but to follow that, man. That's a light that you can't deny. You can't deny. Nobody on earth is living like that. I don't give a fuck how you look at any of these so-called basketball players or actors or politicians. None of them are living on a status of level where people are just flowing onto them and saying, teach us your ways, and we want to be just like you. You might want to be like Michael Jordan because he has money, but then you look at other parts and like, man, hell no, this guy through.
Right.
Imagine looking at a man and there's no flaw.
Right.
That's the elect. No flaws. Perfect. Everything gonna flow onto that. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Awashai.
Yeah.
You keep going.
That was it on it, and then I'm jump back in there, Sirach.
Okay.
Sirach 10:2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is.
So look what the Lord is creating to be a ruler of man, a ruler of cities, a ruler of people, a spiritual man, a man that keeps the law. You know, all the things that come in it, a wise man, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, all of these different things that the Lord is building us up with. That's what's going to be leading the people. So what do you think the people are going to become? Wise, spiritual. They may not be as wise and as spiritual as us, but that's fine. There's levels to everything, but they're still going to be wise. These people walking around are fucking fools.
Yeah.
Under Esau's rulership, they're idiots. They don't know nothing. You want to start a big argument in America, ask them to define what a fucking woman is. You just go around asking people what's a woman. What you think a woman is? Then that's turned into a big ass fucking debate. You think we're gonna have big ass stupid ass debates about what is a man and a woman in the fucking kingdom? No. We're gonna tell you what it is because the Lord gave us the unction to know all things, and you're gonna accept it. All right. So again, as I'm about to close up here, I got to go back to work. Is that basically the Lord gonna rise us up, man? This whole being, this idea of being able to survive in the struggle, it's good. It's a character builder, but the Lord ain't create us to be struggle. You know what I'm trying to say? Like masters of the struggle. Yeah. Masters of lowliness. Masters of syrup sandwiches and canned murk and shit. You know what I mean? like that's not what Israel is supposed to. That's not what we were created to be like. We just so happen to be put in a low state, and through wisdom we're surviving. But the kingdom of heaven is not about surviving. It's not about surviving.
It's about thriving.
It's about thriving. And part of that thriving, the Lord gonna raise us up on this side. And we always try to, we're gonna be going through it, man. But after a certain point, once you've proven yourself and the Lord proves to you, hey, I'm with you, man. Don't you just see what I just did for you? I'm with you. I just saved your whole house from this. I'm with you. Then you go, okay. Then the Lord just gonna add on to you more and more and more. As the scriptures say, a man with a city, that man that turned that 2 to 4, he gonna give you cities. He gonna give you things to rule over. And it's gonna happen before we get out of here, man. These people these women gonna flow onto us. These men are gonna flow onto us. They're gonna give us stuff. See, hey, very soon, man, I can see it, man. That poverty state that we are all used to, that shit about to go out the window, man. Ain't no such thing as a poor king. Ain't no such thing as a poor leader. They would name me any other leaders in the world that's poor. Is Farrakhan poor? Ain't no. This in the idea of leadership. Show me somebody that has led something that great and was actually financially through.
Yeah, they don't go together.
They don't go together. And the reason why is because it's not our timing yet. But when the timing comes, you see what I'm saying, bro? When the timing comes, the Lord gonna add all of these things onto you because why? That's what it takes to lead.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it takes.
Never thought about it. Yeah.
It takes that. It's not. You could act like it's all. We're gonna lead them spiritually, mentally, but really in the spirit, it still takes carnal stuff.
Yeah, you gotta tap into that carnal side of it because that's what most people are. Like
we're in the carnal.
Yeah. Right.
This is the carnal realm.
Right.
So that's why the Lord says in Isaiah the 4th chapter that those women, they shall give you, basically, They're gonna give you substance. They say, hey, don't worry about me.
Right.
You don't gotta take care of me. So if you don't gotta take care of them, they're gonna be taking care of you.
Yeah.
They're gonna be giving you. You might meet a woman, and she might have a level of resources, a substance, a house, cars, clothes, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's gonna give it to you in the spirit of, you are the one that can multiply. You're the king. What do you want to do with it?
Yeah.
So all this, like I say, brother, I'm about to step away, but all this, Lord, like this poverty space is about to go away, man. We in the struggle, and we're going to continue to struggle because the Lord, it gives you character. It balances you out. Like you want a person that is able to handle low, but can also deal with the high. The Lord didn't make us be low, man. We're in a punishment. So this is all going away. Every day gets us closer to it going away. That's how I look at it. So we really just got to keep holding on and keep pushing forward because, hey, man, the Lord, hey, the scriptures say, get this from me real quick. I'm going to step down. It is nothing, what is that in Sirach? It's nothing to make a poor man rich. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to step down after that. It's nothing to make a poor man rich, man. Nothing. It's literally the Lord is saying, the Lord, it ain't nothing. So the Lord got us in this state as long as he needs us in because there's a lesson to it. Yeah, 144. Nothing to make a poor man rich.
You said that's in Sirach?
It's in Sirach, yep. It's like Sirach 11 or something like that. A poor man rich.
This is Sirach 11 and 21. It says, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich.
On the sudden to make a poor man rich. We're in our poorest state right now. But all that's going to change because this is not the natural state of an Israelite. This is not our natural state. Wait until 6 days later to have some money.
Right.
You got to wait till next week to get it. 2 weeks. 2 weeks to get some money. But you working. That's not our natural state. The Lord gonna put us back in our natural state, which is to be rich, to be powerful, to have influence, to rule with a scepter, have a crown. All that's our natural space. All right. Hey, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. We're gonna go ahead and give all the glory. Hey, well, brothers will be out in a few minutes. We got back to J-O-B. So with that, we'll give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Hey, until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.